Hey there, this is Mr. Kaufman from High Five History with an instructional how-to video on storyboarding in the classroom. So storyboarding is a graphic organizer, and it is a visual graphic organizer that movie makers use to plan out the different scenes and the different shots of their movies. For those artists out there that love drawing and art, this is a job for you, right? You could become a storyboarder, right, where you're going to draw out or sketch out the many scenes of a movie, a really cool art form that blends art with ideas and organization. All right, now why are we going to storyboard in this class? We're going to use storyboarding and why people do it in general is to plan and organize your ideas, again, for a movie or in this case for a cartoon. Now storyboards are pretty much like any other graphic organizer, right, where you get to visualize, right, your story. You get to see it kind of come out from beginning, middle, and end. What's fun though about storyboarding is it also involves sketching and drawing. All right, so first step, I have some pieces of paper here that I'm going to use to storyboard. And in this case, again, we're doing it for cartoon. I'm going to make some cartoon panels. And based on the size of this paper, I'm going to make 6 panels. So I'm going to draw one line through the middle, and then I'm going to break it up into about thirds. Now I'm using a ruler here. My handwriting is not great in general, but when I can make things neat, like drawing straight lines, I am going to make things neat. Now, next step is I want to get my information out there. So in my trusty old notebook in my medieval Europe section, I would flip open and have my notes, right, ready to go. Now again, because this is academic storyboarding, and like any academic writing or any academic storytelling you're doing, it's always important to have all your information ready to go. You don't want to have to go back and look something up. You don't want to have to go back and research. You want to have your ideas ready. That way you can just focus on the creative part, putting your ideas together, and not actually have to go worry about what you're going to say. All right, so I got my notebook ready. I've got my storyboard ready. And so I'm going to take a minute and think about what my story is going to be. And in this case, I'm cartooning the daily life in feudalism. And so because it's the daily life, I'm going to just start off on a feudal manor, right, in the morning. Right, so my first panel, right, I might have a feudal manor. In the morning, right? So feudal manor. All right, now you notice my drawing skills are not so good. If I were doing this myself, I would be using a pencil. That way I could erase, but to make it more clear for you, I am using just a simple black Crayola marker. You want to not take too much time worrying about how neat you are, but at the same time, you also don't want it to be so sloppy that you can't understand it. All right, so I'm going to, based on my ideas, start off my morning as a serf in the morning doing his or her work. And in this case, they're going to be out in the field, right? So I definitely want some sort of field, right? And we're going to have my serf. All right. And my serf here is going to be looking sad, right? Right, because he is a servantling, right? And right here, maybe I'll have a bubble caption or something, right? I feel sad. All right. So at this point, again, I know for this project as well, not only do I talk about the daily responsibilities, which I'm doing here in his farming, but I also need to talk about the interaction between the different feudal social systems. So I would like here in this case my serf to interact with the knight, show the difference. Now, I know my knights are famous for horseback, being on horseback, and so there's my horse. Please do not laugh. I know this looks terrible. And we got our knight here with his shield. And we'll put a cross on his shield. We got his helmet. And we'll give him his sword. Alright, and then horse Steven's going to be happy. And in here we're going to have, again, our serf interacting. In this case, the serf, I would need to ask permission to leave. Right. So, cartoon. Can I leave? And this knight is a mean knight, so we're going to say his. May I leave, sir? No peasant. Etc. Now, in the storyboarding, you're not worrying too much about the exact wording that you're going to use for your final draft. Right here, just getting some ideas down. So, I'm not worried exactly how it's going to say, but again, just a general idea of what's going to be said. Now, I'm going to continue through my storyboarding until I feel like I have all my information. Again, because it's academic, I'm going to be making sure to check off my notes, to make sure that I am including the information needed, So I'm going to take out my notes. I would go here, and I'm coming down to serfs, and I might check off, he's working the fields, as well as Lord's Mill. I might over here, and someone to check that off as well. So there you have it. There is a brief introduction to storyboarding. Again, the idea of storyboarding is to organize your ideas for a movie, or in this case, a cartoon. Just generally getting down what information needs to go where and what kind of scenes or what kind of cells you're going to use for your cartoon. Good luck.